Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I appreciate you checking out this video. I know you're here to sip some tea. I mean, me too. So we should just get right into it, right? I really do appreciate you guys coming and checking out this video. This is probably going to be one of my last videos for a little while, just going through a lot of things right now. So even making this video was a little difficult for me, but I just kind of wanted to be able to stop and let you guys know that, like, it's going to be a little while till I'm back, but I appreciate it. There's lots of content to catch up on if you haven't already. So without getting any more gloomy and doomy, let's get into it. So today I am going to read and react and dramatically read some cases that people have posted on the internet, because I think that some of them are just absolutely hilarious. Some of them I'm like, they're kind of cringy. I'm like, I wouldn't have said that if I were you, but hey. I do want to preface this, like, however someone handles a case, however someone words something or whatever, like, that's them. That's who they are, and I don't judge anybody in that way. This is completely just something fun to do, and I needed content that didn't take too much out of me, if you understand what I mean. So let's get started. All right. So here's the first one. So they requested an open case for a Beyond Threads women's alpaca wool blend cardigan. Item is not authentic. I didn't know that we had to get cardigans authenticated. Okay, whatever, moving on. Hello, blank. This sweater has at least 2 holes. They appear to be moth holes in the back. It looks like one of the holes had an attempt to be sewn with black thread. Okay, that's very, very specific. Okay. I would like to keep the sweater, but it's got moth holes and thread in it. Like, what? But since it's not excellent with no holes, I'm requesting that you refund me $25. Now, mind you, the sweater's $75, right? So they want 33% of their money back. And I will bring the sweater to a professional tailor to get it repaired properly. I see there are 2 similar sweaters like this on Poshmark for $45. So I think $50 would be fair for the condition. Thank you so much for the consideration. Huh? So, like, you... that's a lot to unpack. Okay, so you think moths ate the back of the sweater, and then someone tried to sew it back up, but didn't mention that in the listing. Like, I mean, it happens. Moths are awful. It happened to me last year, but I caught it before I sent it out, so that's good, I guess. It sounds like buyer's remorse. Like, I mean, I guess damage is damage, but what kind of damage is moth holes? Like, it's just tiny little holes. Like, you could have done that just to open your case. Like, okay. But to be like, oh, there's similar ones on there for that price. Remorse. Okay. So there's that. How is that not authentic? Would that not be item is damaged? Like, or not as described? Like, there's so many other options you could have chosen for that. But, like, okay. So the seller says, oh no, I'm so sorry about that. I am happy with that solution as well. Had I seen that, I would have fixed them myself. Again, please accept my sincere apology for my oversight. Poshmark, is this solution possible? That was beautiful. Like, there was no accusatory. She took responsibility. That is beautiful. But do neither one of these people know how Poshmark works? Poshmark is not giving partial reimbursements. They're not. You pay the price and you keep your item, or you return it and everyone gets their money back. There's no partial refunds happening. I mean, it has very rarely happened, but like, it's not happening. I did that where I bought a bundle and I don't want to return all of it. And one of the items had holes in it. And that's what Poshmark told me. Like, either you return the whole thing or you take our $5 credit. Like, you don't get to have both. Anywho, hi, no worries. I figured you probably did not inspect the item as closely as I did. It is a lovely sweater, and I am glad you are willing to accept my offer. I will wait for the reimbursement of $25, and then we'll accept the order, or however that works. Thanks again. That's not how any of that works. Also, You cannot now accept the offer or accept the order or whatever it is after you open a case. You cannot rate an order after you've opened a case. You cannot do anything. Once you open a case, all of that is gone. You've lost that privilege. Thank you for being so gracious, and I will be sure to do a better job in inspecting my garment in the future. Hopefully this is a solution Poshmark can accommodate, since they act like escrow situations like these. Poshmark isn't going to accommodate that. I don't know how. I'm going to also say I don't know how all of these cases ended up ending. Oftentimes when I find these, I don't get the whole solution. So that's where it ends. Hopefully it came to a good solution. That's all I can say. The next one is Lane Bryant, and this one makes me giggle. So let's just get into this one. Lane Bryant, true fit, Houston pants, new with tag, not the size in listing. The pants were listed as a size 14W, but they arrived a size 2. Okay, tell me you don't know plus size without telling me you don't know plus sizes. Okay. I'm sorry the buyer is unhappy with the product. Lane Bryant size 2 converts to a 14W, and the listing states both sizes and also shows the tag. Duh! Read the description. Unfortunately, I didn't even see the pic where size 2 was listed, and only size 14W was listed in the official product description. I've never owned any article of clothing from Lane Bryant that a 2 converted to a 14W. Please send a label so I can return the item. Calm down on your caps, lady. First of all, I don't even think Lane Bryant makes size 2 clothing. I'm pretty confident that they're only a plus size brand. And plus size clothing literally sometimes has their own sizes, like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, X is plus size. So don't get me started that size, you've never had a size 2 and size 2 doesn't convert to 14. Here's the funny part. Here's the listing. Literal first line says size 2 or 14W. And this is over $10 pants. Like, $10 pants, and you think I really turned a size 2? Like, I think they're thinking like the teeny tiny size 2. And I try to claim it was a size 14. Like, 2 different worlds there, people. Like, again, I don't know what ended up happening, but I hope they lost that, because it's clearly in the description. This person opened up a case for the Torrid Navy Floral Lace Long Line Bralette. They reported the item is broken, damaged, or stained. The damage is felt, not really seen. The lace material on this item is extremely rough and scratchy, like it has been washed in very hot water. Damn! Were you in my house when I washed it? Were you watching me wash it? Ah! Like, ah! Okay, first of all, I have never put on something and been like, ooh, this feels like something washed in very hot water. Like, I would think they dried it. That to me makes sense. Like, this item was placed in the dryer. I never for once would ever be like, they washed it with really hot water. No! That makes no sense. When the care instructions specifically designate to use only cold water to prevent this type of damage. Pretty sure it does not say anywhere on the tag that to avoid this rough, scratchy feeling, only wash in cold water. It probably only says wash in cold water. Like, okay. The photos looked really nice, but are deceiving. I don't think this was intentional, and I will be keeping the item. Nevertheless, because it can still be used occasionally. So occasionally we can all be rough and scratchy. I have sensitive skin, okay, but my girlfriend does not and will likely wear it even if I don't. Okay, so you guys, you want this you want it, but you don't want it. You don't want, I don't understand. The condition is not as good as described. Like, condition is so subjective. Like, literally, I can say something's excellent condition, and someone else can say it, and their item has pilling, whereas me, I don't think that that's considered excellent condition, and I sit there and I take the pilling off. Like, condition was as described. To pre-owned condition. No stains or damage. Fabric content tag was shown in the listing photos. Pre-owned and washed according to the instructions on the care tag. Photos have been provided. Again, I feel like this is super subjective. Really weird that she wants to keep it even though it's like scratchy and rough and like it's damaged to her liking, but she'll still wear it occasionally even though she's got sensitive skin. Honey, that's weird. The whole situation is weird. Okay, I do think I remember this case was not approved, like this, which is good. And I think the only reason I remember that is because it's toward it. It's like, I need to know this stuff. I need to know if they're going to approve it for stuff like this. This is a long one, so if you want to pause, go get a snack. Go get your snack. Go. Never mind. This is the Max Mara Margie Silk Chiffon Midi Skirt, red. They reported the item is broken, damaged, or stained. There is a hole in the underpiece that was not disclosed in the description. I am very disappointed because I paid a lot for this skirt and expected it to arrive completely new and undamaged as described. I would like to request a partial refund. I think that nothing makes me cringe more than all of these people asking for partial refunds or wanting to keep the item but they want a refund. Like, what? Go to Costco and tell them you want a partial refund. Like, huh? There's a hole in it. But they want a partial refund because I would not have originally offered the amount I did. So here's the hole. Is it just me? Or is this hole in like such an inconspicuous place that if they do get partial money back, like it's fine because they put that hole there for the intent to get part of their money back, but like they can still rock it because it's the underpiece, you know what I mean? I am not judge or jury nor executioner. I am just enjoying the cases. Okay, so moving on. I personally modeled the skirt, including the lining underpiece, and there was no such hole. I would have disclosed it. I believe in full transparency in my descriptions. This skirt was new with tags and flawless when I shipped it. Poshmark does not issue... Yes! Thank you! Poshmark does not issue partial refunds. The buyer is upset I did not We got our feelings in this one. The buyer is upset I did not accept her original low offer of $65 on the $1,000 skirt. The item was originally listed at $179. Another Poshmark seller has the same skirt listed for $300. I expressly remember inspecting this, trying it on myself, and photographing it on my mannequin. There were no holes. I had to fit the liner on my mannequin. I would have noticed a hole that size as I carefully inspect tags as well for style codes, which is very true. Like, you need to look over stuff. Oh, people taking what you say literally. The seller mentions photographing, however, there are no photographs of the lining included in the item profile. I am very surprised a hole this size was not noticed during inspection. I am also surprised by the lack of empathy and understanding and is incredibly upsetting to receive. I'm just gonna make it out now. As it is incredibly upsetting to receive such a damaged item with all these holes in it. I don't know what it actually says, but we're going to pretend that that's what it says, okay? So then the seller comes through and says, Poshmark advises keeping emotions out of the cases. You do not lowball sellers and then expect a partial refund. I do not lack empathy. I lack tolerance for dishonesty. I run my business with meticulous detail. No mention made whatsoever of the evening clutch that was included for you with your purchase. Is unprofessional to accuse me of dishonesty. Please refrain from doing so. I believe I offered and paid a fair price for the item. $80 for an item listed at $180. No! That's not a fair price. What? That is still a lowball. So the item was $179. You offered $65. Somehow you thought that was a good price. They counter offered $120. You offered $80. And you know what? I'm pretty sure the seller probably just cut their losses at this point and was like, fine, have it at $80. So they did you a service. You saying that you offered a decent price on that item is a mute point at this. Like, don't even tell me that that's a decent price. Like, that is more than 50% off the listed price, and I don't like that. There was a clutch indeed included. However, I did not request that item and would be happy to send it back. Like, this is why I don't send free stuff, because people are so ungrateful, but also they act like you've just like somehow insulted them by sending them something for free. Like, that makes no sense to me. But okay, I do remember that this case was denied. This one makes me giggle. I know. I'm just going to read it and then I'll explain why. So, Parker watercolor floral dress. Item is broken, damaged, or stained. Dress does not line up properly. I wear an extra small in all Parker dresses, and this one is definitely defective. As you can see, it's not sitting properly on her. So she says. The seller didn't have anything to add. Like, they didn't see the response or anything, but she shows it on the hanger. And to me, it looks like everything lines up just fine. It looks like it's made of, like, that really, like, structured rayon, like, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. Whereas, like, if it didn't fit, guess what? It's not moving. So if it doesn't fit over my chest, it doesn't fit over my chest. And the dress is going to compensate in some way. And that's probably going to be like this. So tell me it doesn't fit then. Which is also not a reason for returns. Express jeans, women's low-rise bouquet, size 12, short. I received the jeans today, and they are men's jeans, not women's jeans. Huh? Hi, these jeans are women's jeans because of the sizing. Women's use whole sizing. See above picture, which is also in the listing, which shows the little size. These specific jeans can be worn by juniors 11 or women's 12. This is common for designers to do so that they can reach a wider demographic. Exactly. Men's jeans typically are like a 32 by 30, etc. That said, designers also use waist sizes in women's jeans. So she's like 1000% correct in this. Literally no men's jeans though are in straight sizes like 12s or whatever. Like, it's always in the 30, 31, like, if I ask excuse me, honey, what do you wear in straight size? He'd be like, well, what size is my size are straight size. What are you talking about? Because they don't do that for men's sizes. Like, what? And then also, yes, more than just designers, all jean creators or jean whatever. Mother high-rise looker skinny jeans. Received incorrect item. I ordered high-waisted looker jeans from Mother denim size 8, which is a size 28 in the clean sweep color. I received high-waisted looker jeans from Mother denim in coffee, tea, or me color, not the clean sweep color as described, and it was a size 29. The color is clearly darker with a different tag. Seller denies sending it. I sold and packaged and mailed the buyer this. And I like how, like, she's, like, really not directing it at the buyer. I sold and packaged and mailed the buyer the jeans listed in my description. I am shocked that she is providing a picture of a tag with a different color. I just wanted to point out that her pictures were not taken in direct sunlight, so any color would appear darker to the eye. The stock photos show the true color of jeans that I mailed to the buyer. Could it be possible that the buyer would open a case with pictures of comparable jeans to receive a refund on the jeans not of their liking and to take a seller's jeans? I believe my feedback score will back up my statement that I mailed the items I list. That's my mailer envelope in the foot picture, but not the jeans that I mailed. Nothing fishy as they were delivered today with your packaging, and I was actually excited to get these, but when the tag shows a different description, I was bummed. I was hoping there was a mix-up in the shipping process so I could get the jeans I ordered, but from your comments to me, that was not the case. Your description only showed stock photos. Please submit the photos you took of the jeans if you took some before you shipped to compare. I have no other Mother jean brand jeans that I could have possibly sent, so there is no way I sent her the wrong pair. I haven't had one order in almost 500 ever go wrong, so this wouldn't make any sense considering I have no other Mother brand jeans. Will upload my own photos shortly. That's where it ends. I don't know. Oh, I do know this one. This one, it does get approved, and I just remember the seller just being like, I don't even know what I'm going to end up getting back. So that sucks that it got approved. Something is a little fishy about the buyer being like, there were no actual photos. Upload your own photos. And it's almost like they knew they could get away with this, because there has been a time where I have literally listed something with just the stock images, and before I even got a chance to take my own photos, someone bought it. And I don't even think I would have even thought to take my own photos at that point, because what's the point? It's sold. So I don't know what ended up happening. Like, I don't know what she got back. I am so in love with this sweater, but it is very small for me. There was no way this fits like a true extra large. This fits like a large, and it's a Burberry sweater. Hello, I'm so sorry this doesn't fit. I listed this as an extra large. This is what the size tag states according to Poshmark policy. They do not offer returns for fit. Again, I'm really sorry it doesn't fit. Feel free to reposh it. You are more than welcome to use my photos if that makes it easier for you. And she includes a picture of the tag. They both include a picture of the tag. I need to return this item. Not only did this not fit, but someone unauthorized made this purchase from my phone. So I'll have to report my card stolen and dispute all transactions made. My bank will have to take care of this. The person that was using my phone is unauthorized to purchase anything from my phone, and legal action will be taken upon them. Sounds like you have a bigger issue at hand. But I mean, the story doesn't add up, because how did you go from this sweater does not fit, realizing Poshmark policy doesn't cover that, then turn into somebody else took my phone and bought me a sweater that doesn't fit me, and I tried it on but doesn't fit me, so I want my money back. Yeah, sorry, your story doesn't make any sense. Sounds like you got. Yeah. I hope they didn't approve that. That would be ridiculous. I don't think. That doesn't sound like something that they would approve. Like, I'm gonna have to... So dispute it. Go ahead. You have to prove that you didn't make that purchase, so dispute it. And I'm not saying that in any, like, which way. Like, I've had my credit card stolen, but I was able to dispute it because I had proof of where I was and what I was doing when my credit card information was used. So, dispute it. Doesn't sound like a Poshmark problem. Like, everything the seller did was right. Everything Poshmark would have done is right. You just need to know who has your phone and what people are doing with your phone, and maybe they should stop ordering you luxury Burberry with to your knowledge, and make sure that you get your size better next time. Check measurements. Maybe you should ask them to check your measurements. And this one says, these aren't real dye. I have at least 8 pairs at home to compare. The logo size is smaller on these, and the material isn't the same at all. As you can see in the second two photos, as you can see in the second 2 photos, the bra is an actual dye lavender, and they aren't even close to the same color. They are clearly dupe. So disappointing. I'd like my money back. So from what I'm getting from this, she had ordered these leggings, and it's the lighter leggings in the picture, and the darker bra is the lavender, but that doesn't look like lavender in any way, shape, or form to me. But okay, moving on. This is a ridiculous claim. She bought the wrong color because she didn't do her research. The color lavender, this is the color lavender from the company, and she shows stock images. Oh, wow. Of the actual product, I included stock images and images of the actual product she purchased. I do not sell fake merchandise. And you can see the stock image from the company in my listing. Here is additional stock images and a listing from another Posh seller, which shows its authenticity. You can see the "Do You Even" font in the leg in both the stock image and the pants I sold. Please release my funds. She clearly is making up false accusations because she regrets her purchase. The color she meant to buy was mauve purple, not the lavender I sold her. And that's what I was kind of getting at. Like, you're not holding lavender. That's not it. This one is a crazy one, okay? So I guess she is returning them for whatever reason. Says 39.5 and AGL is an 8.5. I managed every shoe division at Nordstrom during my 12 years there and sold AGL. A 9.5 is 40.5. Cannot wear these. They don't fit. Did you do the research before or after you purchase it? Just saying. The size was selected based upon the options listed on Poshmark. that were available. They list 39.5 as a 9.5. Poshmark doesn't allow returns based upon fit. Attached is the AGL size chart that states that 39.5 is a 9.5. Here is another from their website as well that states 9.5 is a 39.5. Really? Do you work for them? Because I have met the people that do, and you are wrong. Please do not comment anymore. You have been completely rude to the borderline point of harassment. I'll take it up with Poshmark. Thank you. You are taking it up with Poshmark, but also you're making up lies, and I don't remember having to have, imagine having to work for all these stores so I could sell their stuff. Huh? No, you're right, ma'am. I don't work for AGL. I am my own business. I work for me. I sell what I want. And, yeah. So glad that you worked for Nordstrom for 12 years. That's super, super helpful information. Why am I getting worked up over these random people? This one's so ridiculous. I hate when people do this. It drives me bonkers. Maybe because I don't like feet. But, this goes for anything when someone, puts it on. They're like, look, it doesn't fit on my body. And it's like, that is not my fault. That doesn't make any sense. Tory Birch, white and navy sandals, not the size in listing. I always fit a size 9 in all my shoes, but these were small on me. My heel sticks out. Therefore, I do not want to keep the item. Maybe this is someone post-pregnancy, because girl, I was a size 8 before. My entire life I was a size 8. Now I wear size 9. Know how annoying that is to now have to go through and rebuy your shoes? And also resize your rings. Return the Lululemon lightweight running pullover, not the size in listing. The pullover is really cute, but is definitely too small. I own other Lululemon items, size 6, and it fits smaller than they do. It's super cute, but feels too tight on me. I know for Lululemon, depending on the item, certain things are supposed to fit tight. They're supposed to be layerable items, so... Maybe you just purchased a layerable item and it's meant to be the base layer. There was also a size dot in this, so it's kind of so I'm just supposed to magically know that it's not a size 6, even though it says it's a size 6. Please. I am not happy about this purchase. The only thing I liked about it was the bottom, which appeared to have a ruffle on it in the photo. It is not a cute dress at all. Honestly, if it had the ruffle, it would still be quite ugly. The pic is very deceiving, since it was only $10 plus shipping and taxes. I am not wanting to deal with the return. However, I might as well just flush $16 down the toilet, because I would never wear it. It's that unattractive. Good job making it look like a completely different dress. So... do you want it, or do you want to flush this? What was the point of opening the case? I don't get it. The skirt is beautiful, but it was way too short for me. I did not realize it would still fall above my knee. I've owned plenty of other skirts from LuLaRoe. You and the rest of the world. And the size 10 seems to fall right on my knee. This one is really short for me, as I don't feel comfortable with anything above my knee. But did you ask for measurements? Did you ask for measurements? Nobody knows why you're buying this skirt. Nobody knows that you want it to hit a certain spot. Measure! I don't have the beginning of this one, but it just starts with the seller answering whatever the buyer said. I'm going to assume it's about fit based on this comment. In the description, it states it was most likely a junior medium. So I was not 100% sure. No measurement questions were asked, or I would have provided them. Disney does make adult clothing also, so I'm not 100% familiar with all of their branches of brands and lines of clothing. And she proceeds to show the tag, and then also in her description where she says it's junior. You are selling your used clothing. How would you not know the size? When a clear size is listed, why would a buyer need to ask for measurements? Because you do! Because you do! That's literally just because you do. Because brand A and brand B, for some god-awful reason, make up their own sizes. Okay, people? As in, I assume you knew the size of your own clothes. I don't need to send the order back, but a seller does need to take accountability when they list items as one thing when they know nothing about it. Not everything I sell was personally worn by me or myself. Poshmark is also known largely for boutiques and resale businesses, as well as the small personal sellers that do only sell their personal items. Some sellers buy in bulk, like the Goodwill mystery box Poshmark offered a couple weeks ago for resellers to keep their sales going through the COVID-19. The comment was sort of irrelevant, but like I get what you're saying, because she's like, why don't you know the size of your clothing? Like, either your clothes, like, what, like, you should know your clothes. Like, do you want to go to my closet? Like, we can go. You want to go to my closet? Because in my personal closet, I have sizes small to extra large. Please tell me how me, same person, wearing all these clothes, has size small to extra large, just because brands do not follow a one-size-fits-all type of size chart. So, like, so annoying. Okay, moving on. Your photo is very strange and upsetting for me to see only just now. You were listed under women's all 3 times I checked. My photo obviously shows that you showed up under women's, and that is the mistake, not me. I can't believe you would hear my side, I guess, and fail to not see that you showed up under women's. I'm not blaming you. That's how my listing looks like on Poshmark, on the phone app. And there's no way for me to edit my listing after it's been sold. The reason I replied now versus last night was because I normally wait for Poshmark to resolve the issue, but Poshmark sellers have told me to screenshot and upload it to the case because I did list it correctly. You said you did a search under women and my item came up, so that would be a typo from a search engine, not from what I listed as. That is why I explained I did not misrepresent my item. I would never want to misrepresent my items and upset the customers when this is currently my full-time job. We would have to wait for Poshmark to resolve the issue and see what went wrong. I know I'm wrong. Okay. I don't know that this buyer actually went into like women's, but when you are searching your size, 9 times out of 10, they still include kids' shoes. Like, I'll be looking at size 9 and like a bunch of kids' shoes will pop up. And I'm like, I didn't ask for that. I want women's shoes. So that is definitely like a Poshmark issue. This is also the seller did not, or the buyer did not look at the category she was in, which she obviously shows with an arrow. Like, blame the seller, I guess. We make the software. Just in case you weren't sure. I blurred out like majority of it, but I really could not blur out the full photo. So this is cute. Susie Chin for Maggie's Boutique Blue Lace Dress. This dress, I need to do this whole game. This dress reeks. It smells so bad and it's not clean. I'll have to incur other expenses to clean it to make it wearable. I recommend the seller avoid sitting things in a closet that is ripe before selling. Try some mothballs. This is terrible. Thank you. I'll be accepting Academy Award nominations, okay? But why did you upload a picture of you doing this? What is this new for the, like, what? What? That doesn't even, like, makes no sense at all. Levi's upcycled 5/16s into cut-off denim shorts, not the size in listing. The shorts do not have the size anywhere on them, not on the tags at all. I received a size 14 from another vendor, and they are larger than these shorts. I was expecting them to be loose on me, but are extremely smaller than any other Levi's I've gotten in that size. I think the vendor mistyped the size in there or just guessed. Poshmark, I explicitly mentioned full measurements in the listing and advised the buyer to check prior to buying. It was also mentioned that these were upcycled from men's jeans, and that's why it was inherently important to make sure that the measurements were checked against a pair that the buyer already owned. I'm sorry to hear that the buyer is not happy with the fit, but there was nothing more I could have done to ensure they were the buyer's size. The buyer is more than welcome to reposh them using Poshmark's feature. Again, I strive to ensure a great buying experience all around and did my due diligence to label these and explain their size within the description. This is the description. So what was once a pair of men's jeans destined to a life in the landfill have been upcycled into a pair of comfy cutout jean shorts. Flat measurements are provided, and it says no size tag as they were originally men's, marked size 14 or 16 based on measurements, but please check your measurements before purchasing. Requested more photos, and ultimately the case was denied. So that last one was actually my own personal case. Very nerve-wracking because I had been upcycling some men's jeans and into shorts. I was like, if this gets approved, I am never doing it again. I am never cutting shorts up ever again to make comfy shorts. Like, I'm done, because then there's no protection for me. And obviously listing them and saying like they're a 33 men's is not helpful because men's doesn't translate to women's sizing. So, but it was denied. So measurements, put measurements, put measurements. Oh my God, put measurements. It might save you. I'm so glad that that got approved. Sucks that the buyer is stuck with these shorts, but like, what more could I have done? There's nothing I could have done. So that's it for today. I could keep going. There's so many more cases online, some really crazy and ridiculous ones. But like, I don't think you guys want me to continue going. And if you do, maybe let me know. Maybe this is something that I can record. Again, I don't know what my posting schedule is going to be. Just getting this up has actually taken a lot out of me. Emotionally just going through a lot of things, and then I've got a lot of tasks. I'm probably going to close my closet for a little bit, probably have to travel out of province, and then a lot of isolating. So maybe it's something I can record while I'm isolating. So let me know down in the comments below if you want part 2. Do you want part 2? I do thank you guys all for your support. I've been completely overwhelmed on Instagram. You guys have all been amazing. There's no words to express how blessed and loved I am. So I appreciate that, and I thank you guys all for that. You could like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell,
and leave a big juicy thumbs up.
I would really appreciate it. Bye.
Bye. Give 20,000 thumbs up. Again.